this morning. There we go. Now we're ready to go. Pow! Anyway. Hi Hunter. How are you, buddy?
You're powing a lot this morning.
I know. I'm sorry.
You're finger gunning, powing a lot.
Probably more to come too. I don't know what you. You know, interesting. The finger gun had to be invented after the gun, right? Do you think there was some guy in the Middle Ages who, what did he do? Finger swords?
It's finger swords. No, it was just like this.
Right? There's no way.
Yeah.
You got to tell me. You can't tell me though. In all the years of evolution and all the people throughout that, at one point before the invention of the gun, some guy was like, "I got you."
No, they'd be like, "What are you doing? That's a weird thing. What are you doing with your thumb and your feet?" What?
I feel like this is gonna be something, right? Like,
did he just call me a loser? What was he doing? What?
I like the stamps with it. God, where were we? I felt bad. I was kind of I not that I was being a dick, but we were out to dinner. Was this when we were on vacation? Anyway, our waiter was real, and he came up and was like, "What can I get you guys?" And I was like, "Oh,
does he have flair on? He's got flair.
He might have, but he did. What can I mean, it was tight. What can I get you guys? I was like, "Whoa, look out now.
Look out. Finger gun waiter."
Anyway, I digress. Well, we're ready to go. Finger guns and all. Before I do get into morning dump, can I share something with you, Hunter? And I this is really for everyone, because I don't know about you, but this has been everywhere on my news feeds, memes, everything. And I'm going to be very careful with this because obviously I don't know how the rest of the video goes. I just have the first part that I want to play. So if you will just bear with me, maybe you'll know what I'm talking about. I'm sure people there has to be, because it's been everywhere. Anyway. Oh, tell me what you think about this, Hunter.
What's one move in bed that makes a man go crazy every time?
Oh, you gotta give him that huck too and spit on that thing.
Have you heard about that? Have you seen the Huck Tuah girl?
Yeah. Wasn't it from a country song? Wasn't it like Blake Shelton or something? Do something like that. It originated from.
It's hard for me to believe that this was in a Blake Shelton or a George Strait. Maybe like a Florida Georgia Line song, but let me play that again, because this young lady is everywhere now, and people are searching for her. She has become the most famous, I think, current internet.
I've seen her picture everywhere on the feeds.
And people, of course, are like, I saw, one really funny one I saw. It was the fifth wheel plate on a big rig, and with grease on that, someone wrote "Huck Tuah." Right here. Again, enjoy one more time, because it is a funny piece of audio.
What's one move in bed that makes a man go crazy every time?
Oh, you gotta give him that huck too and spit on that thing.
I mean, she's not wrong, if I will say too, as well. And maybe that's why the internet has fallen in love with her. All the guys out there is like, yeah, you got to hook to it. You got to do that. Like, that's what we want you to do.
Is that really how it sounds? Hook to it.
Let's listen to it again. Let's listen to it again.
What's one move in bed that makes a man go crazy every time?
Oh, you got to give him that huck too and spit on that thing.
Jeez, lady.
That is aggressive.
Now, it's gonna haunt her later on in life.
It will. I will say, as a dad of a girl, I'm not gonna lie. If let's see, my daughter's 16, 17 years from now, she's at college, and all of a sudden she's on everywhere. She's on everywhere.
Yeah, imagine your daughter being the Huck Tuah girl.
Yeah, it might be a little rough. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Huck Tuah, huh?
I mean, being the Huck Tuah girl is probably better than her stripping. You know what I mean? Like, that's definitely for sure. But anyway,
you know where this comes from? That's a bunch of perverted dudes. What? Because she's a decent looking human being,
good looking girl. Yeah,
it's a bunch of dudes watching this, being like, "Oh,
yeah,
that's a fantasy." It's just I don't know. Trends, man. Trends are starting to wear on me a little bit. It's like people get a hold of something, and then it's just It's like your week of fame.
Well, of course, no. This will be gone. This will be gone in 3 weeks, more than probably not even.
But you're right. It is everywhere. I have seen that
everywhere. It's everywhere. I've seen it on memes. I've seen it on shirts. It's everywhere. Oh, one of the funny ones was, I'm an Indian outlaw, half Cherokee and Huck Tuah or whatever Tim McGraw says. You know that song?
Yeah. Maybe that's what it is. I think it's.
Is that what it is? Is that what it is?
It came from a country song of some sort. I know. That's what I've read.
Yeah.
Huck Tuah.
Huck Tuah. Spit on that thing. 2024. I think that's what it is.
It is, man.
Well, good. So I'm not the only one who's been just inundated with the Huck Tuah girl. And ladies, I will say, she's not wrong. She's not wrong. A little Huck Tuah goes a long way. What? What am I, Hunter? Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
I just don't. Huck Tuah, like, it just doesn't sound good. It doesn't sound sexy to me. I
mean, I don't want her to.
You know what it sounds like? Yeah, you sound. You remind me of Ace Ventura. Oh, the loogie man. I'm the loogie guy. Remember? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I think I'm gonna make
a loogie. Like, you got some snot behind that. Like
I think. Yeah, you're phlegmy. You sound. What are you, cowboy spitting some chaw in a spittoon? Is that what you got?
Yeah. Did you have to get all your nose grime into it too? Like,
saying, Huck Tuah girl, she's capturing the hearts of America everywhere. The world.
Oh, I mean, poor father. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah,
poor father.
You know what? Honestly, if you're Huck Tuah everywhere, you probably don't have a dad in the picture. That's probably what it is.
Hey, I saw your daughter online the other day. She's famous, right? Oh, really? What is she? She famous for her skills on?
Yeah. Is it her grades? Are they talking about her grades?
She is famous for her skills. Huck Tuah skills.
Huck Tuah 2024. I love it. Anyway, all right. Well, enough of Huck Tuah all over. Spit on that thing. Why don't we get to it, folks? It is time for your morning dump. Yeah, that's it. Oh, damn it. Button. Once again. Damn it.
Hey, real quick.
What?
Whitney says, way to scare the listeners, Hunter. What do you mean? Because you're a parent? Is that what you mean?
No, I think you and your description of it. I think that's what it is.
No.
Yeah.
The whole part of it.
Eric said, morning, fellas, and Huck Tuah, morning, Brock. Start your day off with a Huck Tuah. Anyway, as always, your morning dump brought to you by Pump That Septic. Clean your septic today with Pump That Septic. Call them 269-445-7777 or visit pumpthatseptic.com. Actually, if your septic is making a Huck Tuah sound, that might be a good time to get it pumped right there. I don't know. That noise a little aggressive. Little aggressive. Let's kick it off with this. Okay, ladies, you might have a harder time using that time of the month as an excuse for getting out of doing complex math or climbing a tree. That's because British researchers have found that women actually make fewer mistakes and have better mental agility during their period despite feeling awful. They found that a woman's reactions times, accuracy, and attention to detail were heightened during that time of the month, and that includes performance in sports. So when you're shedding your uterine lining and bleeding for 7 days,
jeez, man,
that's what's happening.
This is interesting because this is no joke, and I brought this up on the show a couple weeks ago. There's a guy who bets on the WNBA, and he strictly bets around. He bets around. Somehow, he found out. No, I'm not going to say all the women in the WNBA, but their time of the month. And when it's their time of the month and they're playing, he bets against them.
Yep.
And the dude has made a good amount of money by just following this strategy. But this story proves otherwise.
I guess, or maybe I don't know. I
just don't see it physically giving you abilities. Like you don't tell you what, period. Honestly, like you're a superstar. Like
if I were to read the story to Kiki, she'd probably beat the hell out of me. She'd be like, "Are you serious?"
That's not the case. It's not the case.
She is miserable. Like, and I tell you what, I'm definitely going to read the story to her while she's on her period. That's for sure.
Oh yeah.
How'd Brock die? Let me tell you,
I've never had one. I mean, let's be honest. So I have no idea what it feels like. But let's just say a really bad stomach ache. And I know you women out there, you'd be like, it's worse than that. You have no. I'm just saying. All right, I'm trying to compare it to something. A bad stomach ache. I'm not playing, but I'm not doing anything during that. All I'm thinking about is, getting to a toilet or getting rid of this stomach ache that I got.
I think physiologically, you and I really can't, because I've seen Kiki doubled over with cramps.
Mm-hmm.
And
fetal position, just
fetal position, and like a heating pad on there to relax the muscles. Not to mention, she's laughing, she's crying, she's yelling, she's crying,
everything.
She's fighting, she's crying. It's a lot of that. It's all over the place.
Everything right now.
So for me, this study does not make sense. I don't think it holds water.
Yeah. I think the guy making money off of it is holding water. That's the one.
He's like, look, they are miserable. I'm betting against that.
How did he find out when they were having their period, though?
I don't know.
Nobody asked him that question.
He went to games for a month and asked each player if they wanted chocolate.
I mean,
and to watch the notebook, and if they said yes, then they were on their period, and he tracked it that way.
Yeah.
And they
had against you tonight.
They had one little pimple on their chin too, and he's like, "Oh, yeah, you got it.
There it is.
You got it." All the ladies right now are probably pissed at me for saying that.
Well.
But you got a pimple on your chin, you want some chocolate, and cried during the notebook. We get it, ladies. Ladies, am I right? Hey, on your period. Hey, look out now.
You're getting your ass whipped.
It is interesting. As a man, I'm going to say it, and this may be insensitive of me. I'm super happy we don't have periods. I'm super happy. I don't know if I could handle it as a man, to be honest, because even if I get a little cold, I'm done. I'm sick.
You crying.
Now,
I couldn't imagine, man, having to deal with that. I mean, something I guess you just don't get used to. You think having it your whole life, you'd be like, but no. Right. Every time it's just like, here it comes, and this is going to be the worst.
Since you were what, 13, whatever it ages is. I will say though, and ladies, I don't know if you should get mad at me for saying this. Maybe you don't. Maybe you agree. But in a lot of past societies, even in the Bible, it talks about how women used to go away to a special place during that time of the month. Native Americans did it. They had the women's lodge. And so when a woman is on her period, she's menstruating, the menstruation, they would go away with other women to an area away from the rest of the village, the people. And they would spend their week with other women on their period or other.
So they got a 4-day timeout, is what you're saying.
But hey, ladies, think about that. If you had a place, we said, look, ladies, we're going to send you to this little week-long spa, get your feet rubbed. Yeah, eat your chocolates, watch your cry, laugh. Yeah, whatever. This is your place. I think women would be on board with that. And you know what? I think the rest of society would probably be in a better place.
See, here's the problem. We couldn't bring it up. They'd have to come up with it by themselves, because otherwise they'd just be like, what do you mean? You want us to go away?
You
jerk.
Just
tell me you don't love me.
You pig. Oh my God. You have no idea what my body's going through.
I know how this is going to go.
Well,
you can have as much as you want on this side. Massages,
right?
Spas, getting your facials, get all the food you want.
But we can't say.
But we can't say that. We can't set that up, because they'll still go over there and be like, wait a second.
He
just wants to go golf.
Actually, you're right. No, I can see it now. I can see Kiki, right? sitting with like the cucumbers on her eyes. Yeah. She just got done with a mud bath. Now she's getting her feet rubbed, and she's like, "Can you believe that ass suggested that I come here because of my period?" Like she did, and she's getting pampered, just getting pampered on all sides.
It's a good thing. You're getting treated well.
I just can't believe he would send me here.
Would you rather be over here arguing? Because that's the other option.
That's the other, right? No, you're right though, Hunter. Okay, well, hey, I've said my piece. Ladies, mull it over. See what you say.
Yeah.
My God.
Be careful.
Yeah, listen, I'm so dead after this. This is great.
Yeah.
All the women on their periods are probably going to be mad at me for this. So, lastly, there may not be a bus that can get you to work, but there's about to be a rail system on the moon. NASA says it's finding a rail system on the lunar surface is a great way to do what they're trying to do. It's called Float, and it uses levitating magnetic robots with no moving parts. Basically, it's a track that would go from one lunar base to another to transport stuff.
The trains on the moon.
That seems to be the next step for NASA.
So they're putting trains on the moon, but yet we all sit here and say, nope, there's nothing up there. It's just a big rock floating around in space with nothing on it. No, there's people on the moon right now, right? Right? They're putting trains on the moon for what?
They're talking about it. I think
they're letting us know. Hey, we don't know in real time. All right. There's already cities on the moon. Now they're just like, all right, so these people got telescopes. They're starting to see things. Like, we got to at least tell them we're like going to put trains and Wi-Fi on the moon. Like, we got to slowly let them know.
What you're saying is already there's stuff up there. And what they're doing is just feeding us little information.
Little tidbits.
Because if they were to say, hey, by the way, we're set up.
We've been up there since '69. We have whole colonies up there, guys. Yeah. Like, we're growing things up there. It's straight up biodome.
Yeah. Also, Dark Side of the Moon, aliens all over that thing. It's nuts. It's nuts.
That's Buzz. Buzz will tell you.
Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right.
I know I'm right. I know I'm right.
Interesting that they're talking
about Wi-Fi and train rails and other things that we've learned throughout the show.
I don't think there's Wi-Fi up there yet.
We did a show on it.
There's no Wi-Fi.
Verizon specifically.
They're talking about it, but there's no Wi-Fi up there right now. Come on.
How do you know? Are you there?
Do you need Wi-Fi? Can't you just use it?
If there's people on the moon, yes, you need Wi-Fi.
How do you know? Have you been to the moon, Mr. Moon? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm way off. Maybe I'm way off based on that.
You're way off. I think you need to listen a little bit and just say, hey, you know what? This is kind of odd. This is weird. Why are we doing this?
Yeah.
Why do we want to get to the moon so bad? Why is Jeff spending billions of dollars? What's going on? If it's just a big white floating piece of rock that has nothing to do with anything and we don't need anything from it, why are we doing this? It's because it's already colonized.
I mean, I'm not saying,
and I'm not saying it's weird or bad or anything. It's just kind of what's going on. Why? That's what I want to know,
man. What's going on?
You know what I think?
Huh.
It's a weapon. You're weaponizing the moon.
But that's awful. I don't want that.
I know. That sucks.
We don't need a weapon on the moon. Now, if you're going to sit there.
Why did Trump need Space Force or whatever that thing was called?
Right. The weapon is to fend off races we don't know of, alien races or what. But no. Now, if you're building a fun park up there, all right, fun land on the moon, okay.
But they would let you know that because they want you to go up there and they want to make money from it. In this case, they're not letting you know anything. And when they don't tell you anything, what does that mean? It means they're doing something in secret, and usually that means a weapon.
Yeah.
Which sucks.
It does suck.
Because I don't want that big laser coming through my house.
No. I mean, you won't even see that thing coming. They'll probably pinpoint accuracy just right through your head. Dead.
I mean, it's kind of scary. Just saying,
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
all right. Well, Hunter thinks that there's colonies on the moon, weapons.
I think I'm way off.
And now a rail system to get them around.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. All right.
There's a little engine that could on the moon.
Conductor up there in his Oshkosh Bagosh coveralls up there.
You could rewrite the book.
Toot, toot, toot. Anyway, all right, there you go. That's your morning dump. We'll be back. Damn it, button, son of a bitch. Ah. Gotta get my hair cut again. I'm starting to get the flyaways. Oh, yeah, shit. There you go. I gotta get my hair cut again. I'm starting to get the flyaways on there.
Starting to get some wings. You look like Officer Dewey.
So good.
What up, bozo? You got that bozo cut going?
Smell my finger. The fuck is that, my ass? Good morning, Scott. Morning, Whitney. Morning, Amanda. Morning, Michael.
What's happening?
What's the happy hap?
I saw a meme the other day. It's a bozo. It's one of the kids throwing the ball in the bucket. It said something about like training kids for beer pong since whatever the bozo show started. I mean, it's not wrong.
Not wrong. No.
Which I suck at beer pong.
All right, there you go. That's
terrible.
I'm not very good either. I'm not like,
like Shaq trying to shoot a free throw.
Hey, Terry. Jesus. Terry just popped in, scared the hell out of me. Yeah, the button's not buttoning. Whenever I hit this.
Hey, let's get some more viewers and put Terry on.
Terry, he is looking good today, as always.
You're damn right.
So yeah, that's and then air checker's not working. So.
Ask him about the GPI. Does that have anything to do with that?
You keep saying that. I don't think it means what you think it means.
The GPI.
Go push insert. I don't know. All right. Hold on. Alan, good morning, Alan. Mike said there's a big laser up there and they're looking for a little guy with a helmet to drop to shoot it. Wait, little guy with a helmet to drop to shoot it. Brock already turned them down. Oh, so I'm the little guy with the helmet to shoot it. I do fit into small places. I do. There you go, Lou, sending those ladies on their periods up to the moon. That's nice period spa on the moon.
Let's try to get through a Wednesday here without getting murdered. All right, guys, let's move on from that one.
All right, here we go.
Grandma. You think that'll be a thing in Happy Gilmore too, where he goes to his happy place? It's got to be. It's a staple in the first movie.
Knowing Adam Sandler, he is going to call back all of the stuff we remember from it. Everything. I guarantee it. I hope it's going to be like, it's just going to be a complete callback to everything that was great. The Subway sandwiches, the Mista lady.
Yeah.
If she's still alive, I don't know. She might be dead, but
I said it before. You have to bring Drew Carey in place of Bob Barker. And there's got to be another fight scene. And Bill Burr's got to be the jackass guy. Jackass.
Or the son. See, what they don't want to do, obviously, is they don't want to just remake the movie. It's obviously in the future, right? It's years have passed. This is where we're at.
I don't think anybody knows, right?
I mean, I would assume, because here's the thing. Why would you they didn't do that with Dumb and Dumber. That would have been a smarter choice for Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah.
What it'll be is here they are now 20 odd years later, roughly, because that came out in 96, I believe. So not quite 20 years later, this is where we're at, you know?
You think it'll pick up right where it left off?
Yeah.
Chubs in the sky. Like that's the first scene.
No, what it'll be is it'll probably be
got my hand back, Happy.
It's probably Happy's lost his swing. He's probably a couple kids, him and Virginia Bennett, kids, and they're still living in Grandma's house, right? Of course.
Yeah, because he got Grandma's house at the end.
But what it probably is he's gotten away,
burn it down and
right, it pee on the ashes. But here's I can say honestly, if I were to predict it, and maybe we should timestamp this. What I assume is it's going to show he's gotten away from golf. He's lost his swing. He's lost his passion for it. Okay, life gets in the way. Maybe it's become more about the sponsorship or what. Either way, he's not happy on the golf course anymore. Right? Okay. And now Shooter comes back with a vengeance. All right. He starts talking trash, saying he was robbed, and starts, saying things about Happy Gilmore. And now he's got to go defend his title. He's got to be happy again. He's got to find his happy place. And he
meets him down by the bay, and they make things out of clay.
I don't think so. You're ruining this. Is Lee Trevino still alive? Is he going to be in there?
Yeah, he's still around, right? Yeah.
Bring Lee Trevino back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Grizzly Adams did have a beard.
Yeah.
All right, Lee Trevino.
It's interesting. I've thought about this. Like, where's the script going to go? How are they going to do it?
Yeah.
So I was like, let's go watch it in theaters, but it's not. It's on Netflix.
Oh, it'll be Netflix. It'll be it. Adam Sandler is his soul is attached to Netflix at this point, but it's all right. We've gotten some great movies. So anyway, we're probably could have done that in sports because we don't have a ton of other stuff to talk about, but let's get to it. It's time for sports. As always, sports brought to you by Bud Distributing.
Hey, Bud.
Bud Distributing, getting you stocked up with delicious Bud Light, tall, cool Budweiser's, other great drinks, man. Get stocked up, drink wiser with Bud Distributing, Bud.
Here we go.
Bud.
All right, I did scores last hour. We got through the Caitlin Clark thing, which is just absurd.
Yeah, that mess.
So let's talk about NFL. There's some NFL news in here. This is some NFL quick headlines here. The Detroit Lions have signed all United Football League kicker Jake Bates, who made 3 field goals from at least 60 yards for the Michigan Panthers this past season. Really? Detroit added depth at a position with veteran Mike Bagley. Undrafted rookie James Turner was released. Turner kicked for Michigan's national championship team last season after transferring from Louisville. So, you know what's wild?
Wow.
Sorry. I saw a kicker. It was a, God, how old was he? He was young. I want to say he was like 16, 17. They show him. So, you know, a kicker runs up to the ball and kicks it. This kid kicked like a standing, so he didn't run up to the ball. He just stood next to the ball and kicked it like 50 yards.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. I kept watching it, and I watched it again. And at the end of the video, you know what they show him doing? Kicked an 80-yard field goal. Not off a tee. Kicked an 80-yard field goal on video. It's like a 16 or 17-year-old kid.
Yeah.
Just absolutely effing boots it. He almost like falls out of his kick. I mean, he kicks it so hard. Kind of falls down while he does it. But 80 yards through the uprights.
That's amazing.
I mean, I get it. You start getting 6'5", 6'6", 300-pound linemen in front of you and people screaming at you from the stands. It's a little different.
You're not doing that in the pros.
But
you're
dude,
not doing
80 yards.
Okay, hold on. How do we know he didn't have a little helium in that ball? How do we know?
Because that's proven it doesn't help. There's a YouTube video on that. A kicker does it. He puts helium in the ball. Doesn't affect it at all.
Doesn't affect it one bit. That's hard for me to believe.
I don't think there's enough helium.
You know what? Maybe
so
he put some of that Robin Williams flubber on the bottom part of the ball.
Okay. That's exactly what he did.
Good reference there.
You're on to him. I know what you.
Good ref. He got some of that green flubber from the Robin Williams 90s classic flubber. And that explains it.
That's it.
That explains it.
Way to get to the bottom of it, man.
I knew it. I would. I figured it out.
Dude, so we went out, and granted, we tried the double doink kick from the old Bears saga.
Yep.
Tony Parkey or Cody Parkey or whatever.
Cody Parkey, whatever. Yep.
So Brock and I went out and we tried to kick a 48-yard field goal off a tee, full toe, ball pumped up, every advantage we could take, and we couldn't even get close.
No.
Couldn't even
I got closer than you, but
I got a video of it. I don't think so.
I know for a fact. We're gonna find that video. I know for a fact.
I have it. I have it.
I did better.
I think you towed it like 3 times and it just ended up like a top.
I know for a fact you were watching the wrong video.
Yeah.
I almost made it actually.
Those stumpy legs aren't getting that ball off the ground.
I think I actually almost made it if I'm not mistaken. But I did use.
All right. Enough of you for a second. Let's talk about an 80-yard kick. So that's what I was getting to. 48. We couldn't even hold a candle to. Now double that almost. Double that.
What? It is impressive. Dude,
it's beyond impressive.
But there's no real world practicality in that for me. You're never going to do that in a game.
It's tough. You got the launch angle of the ball is definitely going to get blocked.
Yeah.
So you almost have to move it back even further because of the launch angle of the football. But dude, 80 yards anywhere. NFL kickers aren't doing that in practice. They're
would be kicking if it was in a game, or not just in a game, just how you do it. He would be kicking from their team's
30.
30, right? Well, no.
Yeah, you got to add 10.
Because you got to add 10 for the.
No, it's 50 plus 20, which is 70 plus 10 with the end zone, 80.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, you're right. So
30-yard line.
Yeah.
Get to the 30. That's all we have to get to win the game. Just get to the 30-yard line on our side.
Maybe not that, but you know what? Maybe a little more confidence in doing that 65-yarder. You know what I mean? What was Butker? What did he kick?
Yeah, the guy with the half the foot.
No. The Chiefs kicker. That everyone's mad at right now. That everyone's mad at for no reason.
60 what? 60. What's the record? What's the record kick?
I think Bunker has it.
64, 63. It's for 60, 64. It's the longest kick in NFL history.
66 yards.
66. And that was recent, right?
Yeah, actually, sorry. Baltimore Ravens kicker, Justin Tucker.
That's right. I think I watched that live as it happened. 66. Dude, that's a bomb. Here's another thing too. Like I said earlier, I don't think people realize this is the farther back, the lower the ball has to launch.
Mm-hmm.
So 66 yards, you got to put it up over the line and get enough distance to get through the uprights.
Right.
Dude, that's a boot, an absolute boot.
Yeah. And conditions got to be perfect too. You know, I don't think you're doing well. You could do it in an outdoor stadium if the wind's at your back, you know, but if anything's swirling in there, I mean, that's got to be in a dome, you know.
So to beat these records, do you have to kick outside? Do you have to have the wind? Because usually indoors, obviously, there's no wind.
Yeah,
but it's a cleaner surface. I think you can kick it farther indoors, but to break these records, you have to be kicking outdoor with the wind now.
And the wind's got to be, you know, that's the one thing. A lot of outdoor stadiums, the wind just isn't blowing one. It's usually swirling. It's, you know, left to right, everything like that. I mean, obviously, yeah, you get, you know, a 40-mile-an-hour wind and you catch that. That's what golf. Oh, it caught the wind. You know, the ball caught the wind. Yeah.
Dude, imagine this. This potentially can change the game of football to where if we get to the 40-yard line, 35, maybe, we're kicking a field goal. We're not punting anymore.
With anything, obviously, the training, the methods are better than they were for a kicker. The tech is better. Right. So we're gonna see, I mean, better athletes, but there's also, I just think there is a limit in an NFL game. I went with the line.
What do you think that is? 70?
Probably 70. I don't think we could ever see anything farther than 66 is nuts. Now, you may be like, well, that's only 4 more yards. Dude, 4 yards in football is a lot. Especially when you're, I mean, that would make a huge difference.
Wasn't the 66-yarder clean through and had an extra couple? If I remember correctly, it was clean.
Yeah, it wasn't like it just over the
crossbar and bounced over. Yeah. No, I think he had an extra few too.
Yeah, I think 70 has got to be max.
Think we'll see it in our lifetime? 70 yards.
I guess here's the big thing: is okay in a must-win situation, possibly. But I have a feeling a lot of people would just be like, no, we're gonna bomb it down the field. What are your odds? Your odds of making a pass and the receiver breaking away are probably better than your kicker nailing 70 yards. You know what I mean? But if you got some guy that's consistently kicking 60, he's got 3 60-yarders on the season. You know, 4 60-yarders on the season.
Let one fly. That's wild. Just to even think about that. You watch some of these soccer games and these soccer goalies. You ever see them kick a ball?
Dude, they can boot the ball.
I
mean, they can go length of the field. They can go length of the field.
Yeah, they can kick it to the other goalie for sure.
Yeah.
Which is wild.
Yeah. And that's a bigger field than a football field.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, These kickers nowadays, just athletes nowadays. I don't think we're getting like an abundance of them like we used to, but the ones that are really good are really, really, really good.
Yeah.
It's wild.
Yep.
Anyway.
It's 7:45. We got to get things moving here. I just want to talk real quick. We mentioned this last hour, but want to say RIP, rest in peace to the legendary Willie Mays. Passed away yesterday at the age of 93.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, one of the best to ever do it. World Series champ, Gold Glove. I believe he holds the record for most consecutive Gold Gloves at 12. Just an amazing player, broke race barriers too. He's one of those that, was playing baseball in the 50s in the MLB probably wasn't that great for some of the minorities and everything, but hell of a career and just one of the best. So rest in peace,
93
Willie Mays. And now he's up there dinging balls with DiMaggio and Babe Ruth and all that good stuff. Yeah.
You know what I found out real quick? Major League Baseball. Quick, another story. Like, I think it was 89, maybe 1989, around that era. There was a season where they used metal bats. They allowed they allowed aluminum bats. Could you imagine? It's funny. I was looking at interviews too. Like they were showing like the news story, and it was like Major League Baseball guys like looking at it, like, wow, this is wild. This is ting. I mean. Dude, could you imagine? They're cranking them out of the park now with soft wooden bats.
Yeah. I just all I see is my dad's slow pitch old man league that he used to do. Just swing it out of your shoes.
You know what it was? I don't think they cared so much about the home runs. Is like there were pitchers getting murdered.
Yeah.
Off the bat, you can't even react to it.
Coming off that metal bat hot.
Yeah. I just pitched a ball and I woke up 2 days later. It was wild.
Giant goiter on my head. Anyway, I like it. All right. Sports brought to you by Bud Distributing.
Hey, Bud.
We'll be back.
Yes. Son of a bitch. The button.
That sucks. I got to hit 9 buttons right now. All right. Topic of the day. What job sounds most appealing to you if salary wasn't an issue?
Why is this such a tough topic? I was thinking about this yesterday for a while. Can't think of one.
Maybe you're overthinking it. Just what's something you would like to do?
All right. Oh yeah, I think I got one. Oh, really? The metal bats was an April Fool's joke? Really?
He's an idiot.
Really? Hey, look that up. I want to know the truth on that.
You can look it up. I'm working over here. Look it up.
Working? What are you doing over here?
I'm working over here.
I'm gonna look it up. Yeah, it says right here. Oh, come on.
All night long.
Right here, I'm watching a video. It says in 1989 that Major League Baseball did a 1-year experiment switching to aluminum bats.
You're wrong, Hunter.
I'm saying I'm not ever fooled, no. Sure.
Just get right in the face. Oh! Doing an under the leg dribble. And...
All right, here we go. Devin said the old school BE Burser bats.
Burser bats.
We had them, dude. We had one bat. My dad used in his old man slow pitch league, and like I don't even think there was markings on this thing. It was like a steel bat. It was made out of like straight, dude.
Oh
iron bat. Anyway, good morning.
It's the one that Dad used on you after the game. Too.
I mean, if you hit, sorry, Hunter and I, hold on real quick. I forgot to get myself set up here, but Hunter and I were talking off here because Michael said that the metal bat thing for the MLB was a April Fool's joke.
Which so I looked up, but I didn't find anything on it being a joke.
I'm going to believe someone else other than you, Hunter. But anyway, I digress. Yeah, I remember my dad played that slow pitch old man's league, and it was great. And they took it serious. They had uniforms and everything. Like it was legit. But we had this one bat, and it's probably still at mom and dad's house, honestly, because this thing's not going anywhere. And no markings on it, just silver and a black handle, but not even like a plastic handle. Like, oh my God. I'm pretty sure it was made of steel. It wasn't like aluminum. I'm pretty sure it was a steel bat.
I know exactly what bat you're talking about. And we used that bat. My buddy had that bat, and we just used it to crank rocks.
Right. I think that's what we used it for too.
Yeah, it was the bat. You're like, yeah, it's not going to do anything to it. Let's just crank rocks with it.
That's actually probably why it had no markings. We wore it off hitting rocks. Oh my God. But yeah, that bat, you hit someone with that, they done. Done. Yep.
My buddy Sam, his kid plays baseball right now, and he's saying, dude, the technology in bats right now, it's crazy. Yeah. Crazy. A lot different than what we used. Not that I used one. I never played baseball.
Everything's probably better. You know, you got the better gear, better gloves.
You got the best gear in the world, Hunter. Can't you hit a home run?
No.
Quit swinging it like a golf club, you moron.
The ball is going 98 miles an hour.
I can't even see it. I can't even see the ball.
Unbelievable. I'm sure more on that to come. Right now, though, we got to get to your topic of the
Devin, real quick, said it's Beezer bats. The old Beezer
bats. Yeah. Anyway, we'll talk more about aluminum bats to the knee. In a little bit. Right now, your topic of the day. What job sounds most appealing if salary didn't matter?
I think I just thought of mine.
All right, go for it.
Literally, it took me a day to think of it. Since yesterday when we did the promo, I'm like, what would it be?
Well, now here's what I think you might be thinking of. You might be thinking like of a actual like job, like you know what I mean, like mechanic. You know what I mean? But think outside the box a little bit.
What I got isn't really a job, I should say, but it'd be cool to do. What's the name or what's the occupation where like if a celebrity's in town or if like Michael Jordan's in town? Like you're the guy that just kind of takes them around and shows them around town. Like the entertainment guy. Like you set up all the rides. You take him out to dinner. Like he's going to be here for a few days. We need you to like fill some time with this dude. Show him all the best things around. Show him the best. Show him the town. Here's a visa. Yeah. There's no limit. Just go show Michael a good time.
Like a chaperone.
A chaperone. There you go.
Like that. Like for an entertainer. Like
a celebrity chaperone.
Yeah, make sure they're taken care of, you know, like you don't
kind of what like Bill Murray does in Space Jam. You know?
Right. You kind of, you know what? It's interesting, Hunter, because you could probably meet some awesome people, but also I don't know. Like all it would take is like one douche celebrity to like just be short with me, to be curt, and I'd be like, F you, dude. You know? F you, Brad Pitt, you son of a bitch.
That would be cool though. A limitless Visa card. Hey, let's go golfing. We're gonna go out to what do you want? What do you want to eat? A lot of nice establishments around here. Yeah.
I get what you're saying, and you know, also, you're like you said, you're going to nice stuff. You're going to fun stuff. Right.
You're there to entertain, if you will.
For me, I think you probably know what I'd say with this if money wasn't a concern, if salary wasn't a concern. I would like to own own bait and tackle shop, or just like a general store. Actually, I think a general store at like near a campground would be awesome, right? Because everyone's there for the same reason. They're all there for camping, having a good time. Like, that's one of my favorite things. Like, when we go explore, Kiki and I go camping with the kiddo. Like, I love finding a general, like the general store, like that little log cabin general store.
Yeah.
They got the stickers, and then like the raccoon the
they got everything. Dream catchers.
Right, exactly. Like a wampum shop. I think that'd be
there you
fun.
go.
I think that'd be fun.
Like directed towards outdoors, camping, fishing, hunting, blah blah blah.
Right.
We already kind of thought of it, man. BTWs, Big Tan Worms. Big Tan Worms.
Oh yeah, my big tan worms. My big tan worms.
Big Tan Worms.
Big tan worms. Yep.
Tackle and bait.
The mascot is just a big worm with sunglasses on
with that little sun reflector.
That's right. The tannest worms around. Look,
he's got a cocktail next to him.
Yeah, perfect.
Big tan worm.
Big tan worm. Let's go to Facebook here, get some answers. What job sounds most appealing if salary didn't matter? Robert had a good answer. Working at a sports memorabilia card collectible store. That's a good answer.
Yeah,
that's a good answer. You
got to deal a lot with trading, though. You're just kind of wheeling and dealing, aren't you?
That might be kind of fun, though. Bartering and everything. Actually, you know what? That's a pawn shop I would add into mine. If money, I would love to have a pawn shop. That would be awesome.
So much random stuff.
Right? It's fun. Like, oh yeah, we got knives, we got jewelry, we got a golf stuff, guitar.
Yeah, you never know what's gonna come through that door. Don't they mention that like the intro?
Yeah. Civil War era pistol. Like what? It's awesome. Memorabilia.
Today was a good day.
It was a good day. We
bought a cannon from the Civil War. That's wild.
And that's the kind of thing you can get at a pawn shop, right? You walk in, leave with a cannon. Let's see. Matt said, I always thought I should be a hardware store, sporting goods, outboard lawnmower repair shop guy in the late 50s or early 60s. That might be kind of nice.
Things are a little bit more simple.
Yeah.
Business was booming.
Your lovely wife said a stay-at-home cat mom.
I mean,
now here's the thing. I will say you can be like a pet sitter, but you know what? I think it's different when it's other people's pets.
Yeah, pets get along with their owners, not other people.
Right.
Sometimes.
Well, and here's the thing: you can honestly you could do pretty well for yourself being a dog walker, groomer, what have you. But then again, much like with other people's kids, your kids you can tolerate when they're being awful.
Exactly, they're your kids.
Kind of the same thing. So,
and not all pets smell great.
Yeah,
think about that too. House is going to smell a certain way, probably.
Right, exactly. John had a good one. John J. He said the person that tells the kids and adults at the same time how to drive the go-karts and not die or kill each other.
They shut my go-kart down.
Hey, the go-kart guy at the family fun park.
Quit hitting the other carts.
Hey, no bumping. Hey. Then you got to go out there and wave the flag, try not to get hit by these inexperienced go-kart drivers. That's funny, dude.
You hit the one corner and it's like Lee Trevino over there just shaking his head. What are you doing?
What are you doing? Let's see. Sydney said, I do boat tours for people cage diving with great whites. That's specific, but hey, I don't know what that would pay, but if you didn't have to worry about it, there you go. Go for it.
You know what's interesting? I assumed you were going to say something like fishing. Like I want to be a professional fisherman. I think what people forget about on boats though is what you see is like the highlight, the best. There's also like the couple hours it takes to get out there, and a couple hours back.
No. I figured, of course,
you're in the sun every single day.
Right. That's the easy answer. But when I think about like some of the, the fishermen I follow, like Jay Siemens, just for example, guy up in Canada, dude, by the time you set up your cameras and he's catching great fish, but when it becomes a job, I don't know if I would like that. I don't. And then
when hobbies become jobs, you start to not like them.
Right. There's gotta be right.
If you're forced to do something you like.
Yep.
You have to do it.
Yep.
Even if you're getting paid for it. It's like, man, I remember this when I just did it on my own time.
Yeah.
It was so much better.
Yeah.
I could get up and leave at any time. I could go at any time. Now I have to.
Right. Like now it's just all enjoyment. But if I gotta, actually work at it.
I think
now
anything.
We are talking if salary wasn't an issue. So now if I could just go out and fish, if I'm not worried about a paycheck, then okay, that would probably fit in the conversation. But all right, what job sounds most appealing to your career? Sounds most appealing to you if salary didn't matter? Josh said pizza taste tester. Hey, there you go.
Oh man,
can I say something? I want to know.
I'd be a terrible one. I'd be like, good. It's good. It's good. Phenomenal. It's good. It all is good.
It's pizza. What are you talking about?
Right.
It's all good. It's all good. Even the frozen Jack's pizza. Yeah,
good.
It's pizza, guys.
Maybe put a little more cheese that they didn't give you on it, but otherwise, pretty good.
My job is pointless. It's pizza. It's good. All right.
It's easy. This is an easy job.
What I was going to say is I maybe I'm angry, probably more jealous than anything. When I think about the people like what was the Man versus Food guy, or even like Guy Fieri. Now, the people who have made a living off of being food testers, basically, even the people that do food blogs and do very well. How did you luck out on that one? Oh my God.
I mean, hey, wait a second though. A lot of those guys end up in the hospital. The Man versus Food guy, I'm pretty sure he almost died, right?
I'm thinking about like a food blogger, right?
Yeah,
like a food. He's over there eating 112-ounce steaks, and
more like competition eating.
Like a food blogger, like someone who's like, oh yeah, so I was over here at Joe's Crab Shack and had a great time. Service was good. Food was I tried. And you got paid to do that? Come on,
Portnoy or whatever the Portnoy. What's his name? Dave.
Dave Portnoy, the Barstool Sports guy. He's
just
almost
testing pizzas and
he's become probably more rich and famous from his pizza testing.
Yeah,
and people want you to come over. You know, anyway, I just always thought that was interesting.
It is a good answer by what you just said there, though. If people wanting you to come to the restaurant, here, just take it, eat it for free. Yeah. It's free.
Mm-hmm.
You get a lot of free food because they don't want to start off on a bad foot.
Right.
You know, that would be good.
Hey, everything tastes better free. I tell you that much. You got it. I will give you a sterling review. All right? Ryan said TV show Deer Hunter or Ice Road Trucker. Good answers. I like it.
You fall through the ice.
Yeah. You gotta be good at it. You gotta know the ice. Gotta
listen.
Let's see.
This is a great job at first.
Oh no, it's so cold.
Oh God.
Brad said always wanted to be a conservation officer. Just out messing with people's days, messing people's day up one ticket at a time.
Was that like DNR?
Yeah, DNR, yeah. DNR's coming. Damn it. I don't have my license.
I heard you don't mess with the DNR, man.
No, because they got way bigger jurisdiction. Way bigger jurisdiction. Let's see. Whitney said bud tender. Brooks said weed tester.
Yeah. Both those jobs are probably available right now.
Yeah. Brad said charter captain. Now, again, I like that answer, but it's becoming a job now. And you're dealing with people on your boat doing all the work.
That's another, trashing your boat every day.
This was a it was
from
Reddit.
Don't catch fish.
Yeah. Sorry. Here's your money back.
No.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I had a good answer. I tried to think about it. Something I'd really like to do. Actually, I've always said this. I thought being a florist would be a nice, relaxing job. If I wasn't worried about money, being surrounded by plants, beautiful, nice smelling, and like getting all that fresh oxygen from the plants.
I gotta throw this in here because I know a little bit about this because of my weekends. Are you catering weddings?
No, I think you got your little flower shop. I don't know. Yeah, little flower shop.
Start catering weddings, gets haywire.
Right, for sure. Yeah. No, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't work that hard. If I wasn't worried about salary.
Those don't look good there. No. You got to put those over here, those over here.
Yeah.
It's always chaotic when I'm setting up the DJ stuff. I'm looking around. They're setting flowers up. There's women yelling at each other. Hey, you got to put this over here.
With this topic for sure. I don't want anything high stress. Like if salary was, I'm not, look, no stress in this. I don't want to be working that hard. No. Anyway. All right. Well, hey, thanks for all the answers. We're going to take a break. We got more coming up. It's the Plan B Morning Show. Stick around.
Eric said porn star. You might want to rethink that one.
It's younger Brock on it. Get wet.
Eric, get on Reddit and type in, I don't know, like what's it like to be a porn star or something in that regards. Dude, you will be floored. There's actual porn stars that get on it and start typing and telling you their experience.
Yeah.
I guess it's miserable.
Well, dude, could you imagine a 6-hour day? Like they talk about like
I even heard that being a cameraman for it is terrible because you got to get in spots you don't want to be in. And I guess the smell. Hey. That's what one of the number one answers was the smell.
Well, dude, 6 hours of sex, that's not going to smell good. Yeah, and camera angles, you brought up a good one. You want to be the guy holding the camera underneath that guy's nutsack,
right?
Devin had a good one. Bat boy for the Chicago Cubs.
Nice. That would be cool.
How about anything with the Green Bay Packers? Let me be the ball boy for the Green Bay Packers. That sounds good.
Yeah. Let me hold one of those signs on the first down.
Yeah, that'd be great. That'd be great. Anyway. All right. Well, hey, thanks everyone for hanging out. We appreciate it. We'll see you back here tomorrow for more of Brock and Hunter and the Plan B Morning Show. Obviously, keep her tuned to the radio. We'll be on until 10, but we'll see you.